Good morning. Welcome, my friends, to the Backyard Homesteader, queen of the, you got it, 5-gallon bucket. Today we are going to plant sweet potatoes. Okay, so you know that I container garden, and my favorite is the 5-gallon bucket. You can find these on sale if you're a member of a rewards club. I know Ace has them, and you know you can get discounts. Tractor Supply, I think these were the least expensive I've found so far, and they were like, I don't know, I want to say $5.49 somewhere thereabouts. But I can use these multiple seasons, so, and they're nice and deep, and the circumference is that such that even like a tomato plant, I could grow a tomato plant in this 5-gallon bucket. I have larger containers that I've accumulated over the past couple of years, and so my tomatoes are like my royalty, so to speak. So they go in large containers, but I could very well grow them in a 5-gallon bucket with no problem whatsoever. Now, one thing that's key in a 5-gallon container, 5-gallon bucket, is your soil. Okay, so you just need to be sure that whatever vegetable, flower, what have you that you're planting in here has enough room to grow. If it's a larger plant, obviously you need more room. For instance, if I was doing tomatoes, I would put 1 tomato in this bucket. However, I put 2 pepper plants in 1 bucket. I put 2 okra plants in 1 bucket. Although you could, you could say that okra may do a little better with just 1, but no, I put 2. Listen, we're talking about growing in our backyards and on our patios, so 2 okra plants in 1 bucket. All right, let's move on. So I have my hubby drill holes in the bottom. You'll see there are 3 holes. That is for drainage. You don't want your roots to rot because then you've lost your crop. I also, some people say you don't have to, but my husband went and got some landscaping cloth. It's porous. I don't know, you can't see it, but I put it in the bottom before I put my soil in, and just cover the holes. You can see that, just covering the holes, and then we'll go ahead and put the dirt in. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to pot up, well, let me show you real quick. I use these pots for everything. Okay, so I got some sweet potato slips from, I want to say I got these from Baker Creek. They have them all over. Some places it's a little more difficult to order than others, and so I just go with the least path of resistance. Never have I planted sweet potatoes before. Now, because they're a sweet potato, you would think they're the same, but they really grow a bit differently, I found. So they come wrapped together. I got 5 slips, and they come wrapped together, and then you just put them in water. You're supposed to soak them for 2 or 3 days. It has been triple digits here for the past 4 days, maybe 5. And so in the meantime, these had to, I took them from the house and then brought them outside so they could at least get used to the temperature. But you don't want to put them directly in the sun when you first pot them. You never know where they came from, what environment they were in. So it's kind of like hardening off your vegetable starts, right? Your seed starts. You got to make sure you acclimate them. So they've been sitting out here, but guys, triple digit. Yeah, I did lose one. Look at this one. This one is toast. Yeah. So we ended up with 4. That's fine. No worries. We've got 4 very viable plants here. Let's get them potted. Now, if you have some leftover garden soil that maybe wasn't that most ideal. There wasn't anything wrong with it, but maybe it wasn't really good for container growing. Maybe it was chunkier and what have you. You can always put that in the bottom of your bucket, maybe about this much, and then put in your potting soil just to save a little bit on the more expensive soil. But don't do a majority of it with the other soil. You want it to be potting mix. Okay, let's go ahead and put a little water in here first before we, well, actually, no, we're going to do it after. All right, so just going to make a deep enough slot so that my roots can get in there. So this is interesting. This is supposedly more than one. Why are there two different? Very interesting. Okay, well, I am going to obviously put both of these in here. Make it deep enough. Water is getting stinky. Triple digit weather. Oh yeah. But that just goes to show you, you don't want water sitting. That's what happens. Okay, for in the house, it stays cool. Okay, so we're just going to water this down. I'm gonna keep these under the patio for probably at least another 3 days or so. We're supposed to be getting out of the triple digits, let's see, like in 3 days. And so then I'll feel comfortable putting them in their spot, which I think is gonna be on the back wall with the potatoes. We'll see. Okay, so now to find a spot for them under the patio for 4 days. Okay, so let's go check out where I have it, and just to give you an idea what it looks like. So there we go. I'm just gonna put this one right here. And you'll see it's just in there. And I'm not sure if it should have been planted deeper or not, but I don't think so. So the difference apparently between the sweet potatoes and the potatoes is the potatoes are vining, and so they're going to take up a lot more room, kind of like a squash would or a watermelon, something like that. So I need to prepare for that. So I may take bamboo sticks and put them in the pots and then run twine back and forth and crisscross so it has something to climb, so to speak, on that back wall. All potted up and ready to roll. Let me just show you the end result. Okay, so we're gonna leave them out here on the patio for now. You'll see they'll be in the heat. They'll be acclimated. As long as I keep them away from Ritzy, where she can easily get to the yard, we're good to go. And then of course one over here. Just want to make sure they have the best chance to really do well. I think, I'll check my notes, but I think it's 120 days until we're able to harvest these amazing sweet potatoes. Stay tuned. I can't wait to update you on our sweet potatoes. Thank you so much for stopping by. My friend, you too can be a backyard homesteader.